life.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 GCLS Awards ceremony. Please give a warm applause for our MCs this evening, Maria and Laura.
All right. Everyone, please take your seats. Can everybody hear me? We have our mics. Don't yell at us. Thank you.
We are just getting used to them, so please bear with us.
So, hello, everybody. My name. Hi. For those that don't know us, my name is Maria Pena.
And my name is Laura Pena.
And we are so excited and honored to serve as your MCs for this event, for tonight's Goldie Awards. But before we get started, we do have to do the boring part and talk about a few rules, okay? I know. Rules.
Please hold your applause until the finalists and or winners in a category have been announced. We do appreciate a short whoop, but we do ask that you keep it short. When you do come to the stage, please make your way to the stage quickly, using the shortest route. And enter on this side, please. Make your exit on this side, please. You may hug your friends, but only as you are returning to the table. We do not want this to turn into a gaper's delay, please. I will speak louder. My apologies. I will talk to my coat. Thank you for the feedback. I didn't realize I was quiet. If you are a recipient of award money, please see an editor after the ceremony. When you exit the stage, stop by the photographer and have your picture taken so that we can record these lovely moments. If you are picking up an award for a winner that is not here, please see the awards administrators, Caitlin, and my apologies, Ashley? Alicia! I did not write this down phonetically, my apologies. After the ceremony, please see them. You do not need to come to the stage when they are announced.
Okay. Okay. Enough with the rules. All right. Well, welcome to our celebration of Sapphic literature. Woo! Where we get to honor the incredible voices and stories that bring light to our lives. Tonight, we gather not just as authors, editors, narrators, publishers, and readers, but as a vibrant community of individuals united by our love for stories and poetry that reflect our diverse experiences and our identities.
The theme for this year is Many Voices, One Community, and it encompasses why we're here together. Each of you brings a unique perspective, a distinctive voice, and together we create and get to enjoy literature that is richer, more inclusive, and more powerful than any single narrative could be.
So whether you're a writer who crafts worlds, an editor who polishes them, a narrator who breathes life into characters, a reader who immerses in their words, your contributions make our literary universe not just richer and more inclusive, but also a true reflection of that collective spirit.
So let's get ready to honor the individuals in our community and the stories that connect us, inspire us, and celebrate us. Here's to a night of joy, laughter, good surprises, camaraderie, and literary magic. Okay. The presenter for general nonfiction, Judy the General.
The finalists are Collect Call to My Mother, Essays of Love, Grief, and Getting a Good Night's Sleep. Written by Laura Horvitz, New Meridian Arts. From Here, written by Luma Mulfif, Nancy Paulson Books. Out at the Plate, the Dot Wilkerson story, written by Lynn Ames, Chicago Review Press. And the winner is From Here, Luma Mulfif. Unfortunately, Luma could not be with us tonight, so therefore, on behalf of GCLS, I will accept the award for her.
All right, so presenting the awards for audiobook narrator, which I will say is near and dear to my heart, Tegan Shepard and Ann Etter.
While all of us can appreciate an expertly performed audiobook, narrators do so much more than amuse us. Audiobooks aren't just entertainment. They're an accessibility device, providing an entrance to literary worlds for readers with physical disabilities, as well as folks with neurodiversities that make what I call eyeball reading a challenge. For me, a reader with ADHD, narrators give me the opportunity to read my friends' books, and for that, I am very grateful.
The finalists for audiobook narrator, Broken Beyond Repair, narrated by Angela Daw, Sapphic Publishing. A Calculated Risk, narrated by Nicola Victoria Vincent, Bold Strokes Books. Caught Sleeping, Book 2, The Senator's Wife, narrated by Abby Craden, Doss About Publishing. Devil's Slide, narrated by Lori Prince, Tantor Audio. Future Wife, narrated by Blair Baker, Pyland Publishing, LLC. The Hideout, narrated by K.A. Walsh, GPC Publishing. A Life in Bloom, narrated by Lindsay Dorcas, Tantor Audio. The No Kiss Contract, narrated by Lula Larkin, Bold Strokes Books. Saving Mia, narrated by Ali Shea, Violet Ocean Press. The Centenarian's Dream, narrated by Vivian LaRue, Arianthum Press. Stars Collide, narrated by Quinn Riley, Brilliance Publishing, Inc. Warm Pearls and Paper Cranes, narrated by Juanita McMahon, Butterworth Books. And the first award Stars Collide, Quinn Riley. Brilliance Publishing, Inc.
Sorry, I'm already a mess. I had to write it down because I'm a rambler. First, my eternal gratitude to Rachel Lacey for writing this extraordinary story and trusting me to take care of Eden and Anna. Stars Collide is a deeply resonant story with so many of us late bloomers, and your words will forever feel like home. To GCLS, thank you so much for making a space for us narrators to be here with you. I cannot tell you how precious and sacred it is to be with community, to share our stories, to feel seen, to experience the euphoria of our shared queerness, and to revel in our joy. Every single person in this room is imperative to our story and our experience and our validity and our visibility and our strength. To every single storyteller in this room, you are our luminaries. You are our historians, our pulse on the present, the dreamers of our better and brighter tomorrows. Please keep writing and telling our stories. It is your light that gives us courage to be visible, to continue fighting, and to continue to show up for our community. The days ahead feel dark and heavy and perilous, and we have a long fight ahead, and we must take time to find and revel in our joy. And I want to say that at this time, we absolutely must show up for our trans and non-binary siblings. They are under attack, and we are stronger together, and we must show up in the fiercest way possible for them because they are precious and sacred and deserve to have the same liberties that we do. So this award means so much to me. It's such an extraordinary honor. Thank you so much.
Remember to get your picture taken.
And the second winner is Devil's Slide, Lori Prince, Tantor Audio.
I can't believe I have to follow that, Jeremy. Thank you. I want to say thank you to GCLS and especially to Stacy, who I've gotten to know. I've now done 9 of her books. I know this was a deeply personal story, and I hope that I got it right. I just want to say, as someone who walks around with a lot of fear often, there has been 3 times that I have felt that I can walk around and be myself. One was Provincetown Women's Week. The second one was our wedding. And the third one was tonight. It's really overwhelming to be in a room full of so much love that I recognize, because I don't often. Excuse me. So thank you. Please keep writing your stories. And I would love to narrate them.
The third one, Warm Pearls and Paper Cranes, Juanita McMahon, Butterworth Books. Juanita is not here tonight and sends this message. If you are listening now, thank you for the opportunity to thank Evie Bancroft, author of evocative Warm Pearls and Paper Cranes. Jill's herstories are wrought from scrupulous historical research, unlocking rooms lain silent for years, amplifying whispers and hidden truths. Juanita McMahon is my pseudonym, my grandmother's name, 1927, single woman, pregnant, scorned to silence by society. Her baby, my father, placed in care. I never knew her. Reading books is the best job in the world. Whilst full-time career for my disabled husband, I can transcend space and time, like today. Have a wonderful time, everyone. Enjoy. Warm regards. Tanya Myers, AKA Juanita McMahon.
Y'all need to stop with this. You know I cry when everybody else cries. It's a problem. The fourth winner is Broken Beyond Repair, Angela Daw, Sapphic Publishing. Angela couldn't be with us tonight and sent this message. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the GCLS and to Emily Banting, who trusted me with her beautiful and honest words. That trust is something I will never take for granted. I told you. Okay. I am honored to receive this award, and I am honored, grateful, and fiercely proud to be making collaborative art by and for the queer community. Being truly loved means being truly seen, and with all the thrilling, terrifying vulnerability that comes with that. To everyone who connects with the stories being celebrated today, I hope these stories make you feel seen because you are loved.
The fifth and final, and winner of the monetary prize, Caught Sleeping, Book 2, The Senator's Wife, Abby Creighton, Doss About Publishing.
Thank you so much. I am deeply honored and deeply appreciative of how I have been welcomed into this community. It makes me so proud and feel so good. Thank you, GCLS. Thank you, Jen Lyon, for your beautiful book about love and truth. It has affected so many people. Audiobook narrators can only be as good as the writing. We are only raised to levels when the writing is beautiful, and your writing is so beautiful, and I am so appreciative that you invited me into your creative journey. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Goodness, what a wonderful way to start the ceremony. And next, presenters for Romantic Blend, Luke Dreamer and Carolyn Elizabeth.
Luke, your girlfriend's pretty hot. How'd you meet her?
Well, we accidentally witnessed a murder. Then we had to go into witness protection. There was only one There was only one bed in the hotel, and, well, the rest is history. But how'd you bag your girl?
Weirdest thing, I was flirting with the cute medical records assistant, and all of a sudden we stumbled upon a organized human organ trafficking crime, and now we live together. So it happens.
Incredible, incredible.
So the finalists for Romantic Blend are Chaos Agent, written by Lee Winter, Ilva Publishing. A Degree to Die For, written by Karis Walsh, Bold Strokes Books. The Fall Line, written by Kelly Wacker, Bold Strokes Books. Integrity, Book 1 in the Halcyon Division series, written by E.J. Noyes, Bella Books.
And Magdalena Knox, written by Melina Mackay. Got it? Self-published. The Memories of Marley Rose, written by Morgan Lee Miller, Bold Strokes Books. Not for a Moment, written by Cheyenne Blue, Ilva Publishing. The Order, written by T.J. O'Shea, Bella Books. And Western Blue, written by Susie Clark, Bold Strokes Books.
I'll take the first one.
Yeah.
And the first Goldie for Romantic Blend goes to The Fall Line, Kelly Wacker, Bold Strokes Books. So Kelly couldn't be here to receive it, so I will read her words. I am deeply honored to receive this award for The Fall Line. There are so many entities to thank. The team at Bold Strokes Books, including publisher Len Barrett, senior editor Sandy Lowe, and my editor Shelley Thrasher. My wife Amy for supporting my creative process, Karen Williams for generously sharing time, ideas, and critiques from brainstorming to final edits, my beloved dogs and cats, past and present, for being the best writing companions, the awe-inspiring Cahaba River, one of the most biodiverse waterways in America, and finally, the enigmatic apparition, the woman in the yellow dress.
All right, and the second winner The Memories of Marley Rose, Morgan Lee Miller.
Can everyone hear me? This story was hands down probably the most difficult book I've written. Not only did it involve me reading the internet front and back, woo! But like my main character Marley Rose, when I wrote this, I too was at rock bottom. And when you're at rock bottom, it's really hard to get out of bed, let alone get up and write a story, piece words together when you feel like you're falling apart inside. And I'm very lucky that I had an amazing support system in and outside of this community. So thank you, BSB, Rad, Sandy, my amazing editor, Barbara Ann Wright. It's really nice to know that I have a publisher who tells me to prioritize my mental health. And I don't think you guys know how much that meant to me. Anna, Chris, Christina, Lauren, Erica, Melissa, Georgia, Macon, Kristen, Alex, Julie, Kate, Kat, Laura, and so many other people. You all supported me when I didn't support myself. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And you loved me when I didn't love myself. And I don't think you guys realize how much your love and support has saved me. I would not be here on this stage if it weren't for you. So thank you. And thank you, GCLS and the readers. This means so much to me. Thank you. romantic blend goes to The Order, T.J. O'Shea, Bella Books. Sadly, TJ couldn't be with us. The GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
All right, number 4. And the winner is, Romantic Blend, Integrity, Book 1 in the Halcyon Division Series of Memoirs.
You would think by now that I would know that I should prepare a speech, but that just goes against everything I believe in. And after the speeches I've just heard, which have just been so beautiful, I don't think I could match that. So I would just like to say thank you to GCLS, to the volunteers, to the judges, to everyone who has given their time for the awards and also for the conference. My publisher Bella Books, my editor Kath, my friends who not only have helped me with the book, but who have helped me with myself, especially recently. This has been an unpleasant year, not only for me, but I think for all of us in a lot of ways. And I'm so grateful to share my words with you and to have you love them as much as I do. And I should probably say hi to my wife in New Zealand. Hi, babe, and hello, Kat. Sorry. Thank you so much.
All right, the last award in Romantic Blend and the winner of the monetary prize goes to Chaos Agent, Lee Winter, Ilva Publishing. So, Lee Winter couldn't be with us. I will read her words of acceptance. I'd love to be with you all, but Australia is very, very far, and my claustrophobic, sorry-arsed self sees planes as teeny little vessels that resemble rusty sardine cans. I love you all so much for appreciating Chaos Agent with all its flawed characters who keep sneaking up on us and making us like them in spite of everything. Thanks go to Ilva, especially Astrid Oletz, and all my lovely beta readers and editors. Above all else, thanks to my readers. You are so awesome and clearly discerning. Thanks again.
That was amazing. Okay, everyone. Now, I'm going to have to put on my educator teacher hat, okay? Maybe do a little discipline. No whips, though, no whips. Just a reminder to please allow the presenters to announce everyone's names. Keep the whoops to the whoop, you know, and applause if we can wait till the end. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, the presenters for Contemporary Romance Short Novel, Nance Sparks and Carson Tate.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to present the award for Best Short Contemporary Romance. In a world where love can sometimes feel more complicated than quantum physics, these authors have managed to capture in just a few pages
Their stories remind us in this modern, fast-paced lives, there's always time for a little romance. So without further ado, let's celebrate the authors who prove that love indeed conquers all, even if it's only under 70,000 words or under.
Finalists for contemporary romance short novel, Before She Was Mine, written by Emma L. McGowan, Bold Strokes Books.
Cherish, written by Chris Bryant, Bold Strokes Books.
Conned, written by Sharon K. Angelisi, Write with Light Publications.
Fire in the Sky, written by Radcliffe and Julie Cannon, Bold Strokes Books.
Live It Out, written by Jen Alexander, Bywater Books.
Playing with Fire, written by Amanda Kobach, Bella Books.
The Road Trip Agreement, written by Tiana Warner, Yalva Publishing.
The Summer of Collins, written by Gail Newman, Desert Palm Press.
Taking the Plunge, written by Amanda Radley, Bold Strokes Books.
Okay. I always wanted to envelope, please. This is so exciting. The first winner for contemporary romance short novels is Before She Was Mine by Emma McGowan, Bold Strokes Books. Emma could not be here tonight, and the GCLS accepts this award on their behalf. Here you go.
All right,
I'll trade you. Yeah.
All right, novel winner number 2, contemporary romance short novel. Winner is Live It Out, Jen Alexander, Bywater Books. Jen Alexander could not be here with us tonight, so the GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
The third winner is Cherish, Chris Bryant, Bold Strokes Books.
Which one did number 2, this one come off of?
Pardon?
We have to put them back on. Oh,
That's
good, okay, perfect.
Thank you. I did not prepare a speech. I think that a lot of people said what we needed to say, so I'm going to thank GCLS for giving us a space to write and tell our stories. Thank you to BSB for publishing our stories, and to all my friends, my nugs, Debbie, I love you all. Thank you.
For our fourth finalist, and the winner of the monetary prize, Fire in the Sky by Radcliffe and Julie Cannon. Radcliffe would like to thank everyone, the event organizers and all the volunteers who contributed to making the conference possible. Her fellow author, Julie Cannon, her editor, Stacy Seaman, her audiobook narrator, Paige McKinney, the cast and crew at Bold Strokes Books, many of whom have been on this board since the founding 20 years ago this month, and most especially her readers. Thank you.
Marie and I would like to thank you so much for paying attention to her very dominant showing there earlier. Thank you for keeping the whoops to a minimum. And so now the presenter for fiction anthologies / collections, Brittany Jackson.
The finalists for fiction anthologies collections are The Beginning of Goodbye, written by Lark Sullivan, Anna Lark, and Soul Food Stories, edited by Salem West and Christelle Conyo by Waterworks. The winner of Fiction Anthologies collections and the winner of the monetary prize is The Beginning of Goodbye by Lark Sullivan, Anna Lark.
So I did prepare a few remarks. Honestly, they've all flown out of my head right now. I'm truly honored to be here. I know a few others have said that, and I'm sure it'll get said again tonight, but it is very true. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, anyone who's read my book. My wife told me the only thing I needed to say up here tonight was to thank her for getting me where I am today. She said it jokingly, but it is very true. Literally and figuratively, she got me here tonight. So thank you to my wife. Thank you to everybody. Hope everyone has a wonderful night.
The presenters for Mystery, Thriller, Crime, Ann Attiger.
So welcome to the murder and mayhem part of the evening. These next authors, I'm going to say it, really killed it. So the finalists in the mystery, thriller, crime category are A Calculated Risk, written by Carrie Hunter, Bold Strokes Books. Come Find Me in the Midnight Sun, written by Bailey Bridgewater, Bold Strokes Books. Homecoming in Murder, Lessons in Murder, Book 6, written by, I hope I get this correct, Idal Lane, Past and Prologue Press. Hunter's Revenge, written by Jerry Hill, Bella Books. Kiss Shot, written by Carolyn Elizabeth, Bella Books. Proximity, written by Brian Shea and Stacy Lynn Miller, Severn River Publishing. Transitory, written by J.M. Redman, Bold Strokes Books. And The Value of Silver and Gold, written by Michelle Larkin, Bold Strokes Books. And the first winner in the murder and mystery category, Kiss Shot, Carolyn Elizabeth, Bella Books.
So, true story, Luke was supposed to be presenting with KG McGregor, who unfortunately has fallen ill, and he needed a buddy, and I said, okay, I'll do it, because it's probably the only chance I'll get to stand on this stage. So this is pretty incredible. Thank you to the GCLS for throwing another great convention, everybody for being here, the readers, reviewers, who make this all worthwhile, because if you write a book and nobody reads it, did you really write a book? To the Bella Books family, who's been going through some rough times with Linda and Jessica Hill, who couldn't be there here for like the first year. you know, we're all thinking of them and missing them, but the rest of us staying here to represent, and I really appreciate that. So, you know, thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you.
The second winner in the mystery, thriller, and crime category, A Calculated Risk, Carrie Hunter, Bold Strokes Books. Carrie could not be here this evening, and she sent these remarks. Hello, GCLS. I know I should say something dead British, but all I could come up with was swear words. Go, Carrie. A massive thank you for the award. I couldn't have written this book without the support of everyone at Bold Strokes Books, especially my editor, Cindy Cresap, who's brought my writing in on leaps and bounds and never tried to make me into something I'm not. Thanks and love to all my readers, to Nikki Vincent, who was so brilliant with the audiobooks, and to my wife, Kat, who has somehow put up with me for 25 years. Cheers, she says. And the third winner in mystery, thriller, and crime, Transitory, J.M. Redman, Bold Strokes Books.
Thank you so much, everybody. Being the mystery writer at this convention, sometimes I feel like a fish out of water, but I feel like I'm swimming now. I do need to thank my publisher, Bold Strokes Books, for their support. I need to thank my editor, Greg Herron, because we haven't killed each other despite the fact we worked together for 20 years. I also need to thank my wife, Jillian, because she was the one that got in the car and drove me 5 hours, so I'm here. I need to thank our cats because they have not yet bit the cat sitters. I also need to thank all of you, all the readers, all the writers, all the people, the editors, the librarians, the booksellers, everyone here who makes this community, because we are the ones that will write and create so many books, they cannot possibly burn them all. Thank you.
Thank you for acknowledging me. I appreciate it. One of my personal favorites, young adult fiction. The presenter will be Francis Lucas.
Here we go. I am honored to present the finalists and the award for the young adult fiction. I feel like this is a somewhat underappreciated category, so kudos to the authors. The first finalist, Big Island by Emily O'Byrne, Yulva Publishing. Girls Like Girls, written by Haley Kiyoko, Wednesday Books. Proximity, written by Jordan Meadows, Bold Strokes Books. Song of Erie, written by Asha Ashanti Bromfield, Wednesday Books. I need to do this one first. And the first winner is Big Island, Emily O'Byrne, Ilva Publishing. GCLS accepts this award on her behalf. And the other winner, the winner of the monetary prize, is Girls Like Girls by Haley Kiyoko, Wednesday Box. GCLS accepts this award on her behalf. So I'm just giving myself a big hug.
The presenters for contemporary romance, mid-length novels, two of my favorite people, Melissa Braden and Kate Gavin.
Good evening. Now, you might have heard about the categories for long romance, short romance.
But now it's time for the sweet spot. We're here to present the award for contemporary romance, mid-length.
That's right, mid-length romance novels are perfect for those who just want a short story that's not too long, not too short, just right to get lost in love without missing dinner.
You know, it's kind of like the Goldilocks of romance.
Exactly.
Don't you think?
I do. These novels, ranging from 70,000 to 85,000 words, long enough to develop deep characters, intricate plots, but short enough to avoid needing a nap in between.
Plus, they fit perfectly in your bag, so you can carry romance with you everywhere.
Waiting in line at the grocery store? So glad I have a mid-length romance novel. Sitting in traffic? Bam, I've got a mid-length. Oh, but maybe don't read while you're driving.
Absolutely. So without further ado, here are the nominees for contemporary romance, mid-length. Behind the scenes, written by Cornelia Stets Waters, Forever. Crush, written by Anna Hartnett Reichert, Bold Strokes Books. Fragments of the Heart, written by Allie McGuire, Butterworth Books. In Too Deep, written by Rachel Summers, Ilva Publishing. Limelight, written by Gunn Brooke, Bold Strokes Books. Playing with Matches, written by Georgia Beers, Bold Strokes Books.
Pumpkin Spice, written by Tegan Shepard, Bold Strokes Books. A Song in Her Heart, written by T.B. Markinson, I Heart Sapphic Press. Starting Over, written by Nance Sparks, Bold Strokes Books. Sweat Equity, written by Aurora Ray, Bold Strokes Books. The Tapestry of a Heart, written by Aaron Zach, self-published. And our first winner goes to In Too Deep, Rachel Summers, Ilva Publishing. And the GCS accepts this award on their behalf.
The second winner is Playing with Matches, Georgia Beers, Bold Strokes Books. Georgia sent some remarks and said, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there this year. I miss you all. I'd like to thank the GCLS for this award, my publisher, Bold Strokes, my editor, Ruth Sternglantz, and everybody who helped get me through 2023. Mostly, thank you to my readers who continue to make this job one of the best aspects of my life. Thank you so much.
And our third winner. Behind the Scenes, Cornelia Stets Waters.
Thank you so much. My dad gave my mom an anniversary card that said, when I heard my first love song, I started looking for you. And that's definitely how I met my wife. I went to Smith College because I thought I had the highest statistical probability of getting a date there than anywhere else in the country. I am not lying, and now I'm a professor if someone told me that was their plan. I'd say go for it, kid. But, you know, when I look out at this crowd and I think about the writers and publishers and readers and editors and narrators and activists and supporters, I think when I heard my first love song, I started looking for you too. Thank you.
And our fourth winner for Contemporary Romance Midlength, Starting Over, Nance Sparks, Bold Strokes Books.
Very surreal. This is one of two books, thank you, that I sent in to Bold Strokes 4 years ago. They declined Starting Over and accepted Cowgirl. And after I learned so much from my editors, from the BSB Grow and everything else, I rewrote it, and here it is. I'm very humbled. Thank you, BSB. Thank you, my readers. Thank you, GCLS. And thank you to my wife.
And our final winner, and the winner of the monetary prize, Fragments of the Heart, Allie McGuire, Butterworth Books. And I have a few words from Allie. Thank you so much for giving my romances a chance. I'm the least romantic person you'll probably ever meet, and this award suggests maybe there's hope for me yet. Thank you to the GCLS committee for all they do. Thank you to my wife, who shows me what romance really is. Congratulations to Allie.
I don't know about you all, but that felt just right. And now for something entirely different. The presenters for Paranormal, Occult, Horror, Elle Eyre and Quinn Riley.
All right, the finalists for Paranormal Occult Horror are Bait and Witch, written by Clifford May Henderson, Bold Strokes Books. Consecrated Ground, written by Virginia Black, Bywater Books. That was a lot longer than whoop. Dark Haven, written by Bray Willows, Butterworth Books. And The Demon's Guide to the Apocalypse, written by Karen Frost, Bella Books.
Grave Consequences, written by Sandra Barrett, Bold Strokes Books. Haunted by Myth, written by Barbara Ann Wright, Bold Strokes Books. Lies Are Forever, written by C. Jean Downer, Bella Books. Midlife is the Cat's Meow, written by T.B. Markinson and Miranda McLeod, I Heart Sapphic Press. And our first winner is Dark Haven by Bray Willows, Butterworth Books. And Bray could not be with us, but they have written some words. Thank you so much to the readers who make writing something so magical, and to the GCLS judges for thinking this book worthy of an award that means so much to our community. And of course, thank you to my wife, Robin Nix, for her unfailing support and for constantly pushing me toward the chair.
And the winner of the second paranormal occult horror is Midlife is the Cat's Meow, T.B. Markinson and Miranda McLeod. I Heart Sapphic Press. Unfortunately, they could not be here tonight, but they did send words. This is such an honor, and we'd like to thank our team, including but not limited to our beta readers, editors, patrons, ARC readers, friends, family, and the Sapphic community. We wouldn't be able to keep going without so much love and support. Thank you.
And our next winner is Haunted by Myth, Barbara Ann Wright, Bold Strokes Books. Barbara can't be with us this evening, but has written some words. I can't list all the people here who are partially responsible for my success, so I'm cheating and thanking everyone. Thank you so much.
And the fourth winner for Paranormal Occult Horror and the winner of the monetary prize, Consecrated Ground, Virginia Black, Bywater Books.
I believe that by law, I am to thank my mother, my publisher, and my wife, though not in that order. Before I do, Consecrated Ground began as a response to my frustration with some literature at large, or at least the tiny corner I was aware of at the time. I wanted stories with women who looked like me and plots that weren't entirely focused on racial or societal trauma. I wanted a hot black woman as my protagonist. And since I'm a ginormous, yes, Anne McMahon, that is a word, geek, my next step was to either make her a hacker or put her in a spaceship. More on hot lesbians and spaceships some other time. The hacker protagonist will show up eventually. Instead, I gave Joan mage powers and a sword for stabbing vampires. I'm not going to make it. Guys, I think my mom and my sister are watching. Okay. To the folks at Bywater Books, thank you for the opportunity to tell the story I wanted. Specifically Salem, thank you for every conversation and email, no matter how trite my inquiries were. To Anne McMahon for the utterly transcendent cover. And to Anna Burke, thank you for always telling me that I could make the story better. Thank you to Heather Flournoy for the encouragement along with the development editing. Thanks to everyone who supported me through the endeavor, and thanks, Mom. To all of you, being in this room together is a privilege that many would love to eradicate. Fight the forces against us however you're able. Remember, the tactics change, but the strategy is always the same, to make us bicker amongst ourselves and cast some of our brothers and sisters and siblings aside. Hold the line and refuse to give 1 millimeter. I want to thank GCLS for all you do for our community. And always, 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 thanks to my wife, Kate, and my daughter, Chase. Kate, you hate when I put you in the limelight, but everything I do is only possible because of your love and belief in me. And to all the authors in this room who have held me up as I have begun this journey, you have no idea what that means to me. Thank you all very much. I fucking love you.
I'm just so happy. Okay, tonight We gather not only to celebrate the brilliance of Sapphic and women-loving women literature, but also to honor the memories of those remarkable authors and friends who have left an indelible mark on our hearts and our minds. In the past year, we've had to say farewell to those whose words and friendships have inspired and resonated deeply within our community. As we think back on their contributions, let us carry forward their legacy of creativity, of courage, and unwavering passion. Please join us in a moment of reflection as we pay tribute to those extraordinary voices and their enduring impact on literature and our lives.
Our next category is poetry, poems, collections. The presenter is Leslie Newman.
The finalists for Poetry Poems Collections are So Long, written by Jen Levitt, Four-Way Books, and Something Worth Living For, H.T. Stevens, self-published. And the Goldie goes to So Long by Jen Levitt, Four-Way Books. And GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
The presenter for general fiction, Anne McMahon.
Thank you. It's always been a desire of mine to rip off a mask in front of 300 people. It is a signature honor for me to present the awards for general fiction. The Flight Risk by Macon Lee, self-published. In the Roses of Pieria, written by Anna Burke, Bywater Books. Leverage, Book 2 in the Halcyon Division series, written by E.J. Noyes, Bella Books. On My Way There, written by J.C. Morrison, Bold Strokes Books. The first award is presented to The Flight Risk, Macon Lee, self-published.
Thanks, y'all. Yeah, I definitely did not think that I was going to be up here, so I have absolutely nothing prepared. But I want to say thank you so much to everyone who helped make the book possible, to Morgan, who helped edit, to Lauren Eve, who is the best editor I could have asked for. Thank you so much. But mostly I just want to thank the fellow writers in the room. Thank you so much for your stories. I identify first as a reader and second as a writer, so just thank you for sharing your stories. Your stories matter so much. And they've changed my life. And I hope you keep writing. I hope you understand how important your art is. And I hope that I get to read you guys for many years to come. Thank you so much.
The second award and the winner of the monetary prize is On My Way There by J.C. Morrison, Bold Strokes Books.
Oh my God, y'all. Sorry, that's the most Texas thing I've said since I got my Colorado cool on. Thank you so much to GCLS, and I want to say to all the writers in the room who've been here before, you know how awesome this is, but to those of you who haven't yet, keep going. Keep going, keep writing, keep telling our stories. There's nothing more important. I also want to acknowledge a recent angel, the lady in the acknowledgments of my book. Her name is Kim. The truck driver, who was my sensitivity reader for Max, passed away about a week before the conference. So thanks, Kim. Good job. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, honey.
Get a room. We all know that it's not the size that matters, but here presenting contemporary romance's long novels are two of my favorites, E.J. Noyes and Aurora Ray.
Delighted to be here with the lovely, lovely Aurora Ray to present this award. I am speaking. All right, okay. I just forgot what I just said. I am delighted to be here presenting the award for contemporary romance along with the lovely Aurora Ray.
And I am lovely to be here with the delightful E.J. Noyes. We're going to keep it short since the books are so long. Sorry, I forgot what we agreed to. The finalists are The Apple Diary, written by Jerry Hill, Bella Books. The Business of Love, written by Charlie Clark, Ilva Publishing. On Guard, written by M.J. Duncan, self-published. Family is Forever, written by Rita Potter, Sapphire Books. Home for the Holidays, written by Aaron Zach, self-published. Love Among the Ruins, written by Catherine Mayorisi, Bella Books. Lucky in Lace, written by Melissa Braden, Bold Strokes Books.
Meeting Millie, written by Claire Ashton, self-published. The No Kiss Contract, written by Nan Campbell, Bold Strokes Books. On the Same Page, written by Haley Cass, self-published. Reality in Check, written by Emily Banting, Sapphic Publishing. Seeking Approval, written by Rachel Spengler, Brisk Press. Stars Collide, written by Rachel Lacey, published by Montlake. We Met in a Bar, written by Claire Forsyth, Bold Strokes Books. The first award goes to On the Same Page, Haley Cass. And the GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
And the second award goes to The Business of Love, Charlie Clark, Yoga Publishing. Charlie is not here but shared some words. Thank you very much for this award. It means so much, and I know I'm in wonderful company. I'm very proud of this book, and the reception to it has warmed my heart. Even more than that, I'm proud of this community, and I feel lucky to be part of it. Thank you again.
These envelopes are hard. The third award goes to The Apple Diary by Jerry Hill. And the GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
We're just getting warmed up, folks. There are a bunch of them up here. The fourth Goldie goes to Love Among the Ruins, Catherine Mayorisi, Bella Bucks.
Down with the bad leg. Wow. I actually was one of those people who never expected to win, but I'm really pleased to be here. This is a book of about Italy, and Italy is my heart. So I'm happy that this is the book that won the award. I'd like to thank my wife, Sherry, who from the minute I said I was going to try to write a novel, treated me as if I was an author and has never wavered since. Really. Protected my time and is also, she's my first reader. I'd also like to thank my friends Lee and Judy, who have been great support throughout this whole process. My editor on this book, Medora McDougall, or Nancy Ashmore, and the narrator, Abby Craden of the audiobook, and of course GCLS, and everything that this organization has done. This is one of the most wonderful places to be, and I feel like I've been to a lot of conferences, mainstream conferences, and it never feels like this, and I appreciate the support. And thank you to the readers, and thank you, all of you, and to the judges. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
The fifth award for contemporary romance long goes to Stars Collide by Rachel Lacey.
I have never stood in front of a room of this many people before. My hands are shaking so bad I almost couldn't unlock my phone to read. It is such an honor to stand up here in front of all of you amazing, talented people. Thank you so much to the GCLS. This award is such an honor. Thank you to my editor, Lauren Pluto, and my agent, Sarah Younger, for giving me the opportunity to write a really fangirly book about two pop stars that fall in love. Thank you so much to my amazing narrator, Quinn Riley. I am forever grateful that this book brought us together. And finally, thank you to the Sapphic book community, author friends, readers, reviewers, everyone in this room. Thank you so much. Your friendship and support means more to me than you could ever possibly know. And just thank you.
Our sixth and final winner, and the winner of the monetary prize, is Meeting Millie by Claire Ashton, self-published. Claire is not able to be here tonight, so the GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
Right, that was awesome. The presenters for new adult fiction, yay to the young, Bryce Oakley.
Tragically, I am a millennial. So in an effort not to be too cringe, I've found a little slang to help me translate to the new adult audience. Hey, besties. Your fits look fire. The Riz in this new adult group slays. No cap on God. Anyways, here's the finalists for new adult fiction. Chasing Cypress, Anna Hartnett, Bold Strokes Books. The Hues of Me and You, Morgan Lee Miller, Bold Strokes Books. Wildflower, Kathleen Collins, Bold Strokes Books. And the winner is Wildflower, Kathleen Collins, Bold Strokes Books.
I didn't prepare anything because this is very unexpected, but
thank you to Barbara Ann Wright for making a book that was bones into a full body. Thank you to Nance Sparks for walking me through life. And Bold Strokes Books for taking a chance on me. And every one of you out here who has written a book has inspired me. So thank you.
Thank you all for being such a lovely audience. We really appreciate it. We are moving quite well, so thank you. So the presenter for historical fiction will be Dutch. And Dutch.
Hello, my name is Dutch, also known as Rowan's Oma, also known as Miss D, and my students would tell you that I am historical. Believe me, they say I'm old every day. The finalists for historical fiction are The Accidental Bride, written by Jane Walsh, Bold Strokes Books. In the Shadow of Victory, Shadow Series Book 4. Wait, written by J.E. Leake, certifiably, oh boy, what's that word? Certifiably Creative LLC. Lovesick Blossoms, written by Julia Watts, 3 Rooms Press. Out of the Ashes, written by Rita Potter, Sapphire Books. To Meet Again, written by Caden, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong if they're watching virtually, Bold Strokes Books. And Virgin Flight, written by E.V. Bancroft, Butterworth Books. Ooh. And the first award goes to Out of the Ashes, Rita Potter, Sapphire Books.
I never prepare for anything, so I didn't think I would be up here, so I'm going to thank my wife, Tara, first, so I don't forget. Tara does everything for me. I would not be standing here today if she didn't keep me organized and in line. I want to thank all of my friends over there at the Sapphic Lit Pop-Up Group. The GCLS Writing Academy, I would not be standing here if I did not go through the GCLS Writing Academy. Thank you to all the instructors. Corellia's out there somewhere, Finn, Anna. There's more, but I wasn't planning on being here. So thank you to all the readers and this community is amazing, and I thank you. So.
The second award goes to Meet Again by Caden, Bold Strokes Books. Caden could not be here this evening, but sent some remarks, and thank goodness it is in large font because I forgot my readers. Thank you for this award. I am deeply honored. I would like to thank my publisher, Bold Strokes Books, and all the people who work there. I particularly thank Shelley Thrasher, my editor, whose help was invaluable to improve my novel. I wish to dedicate this award to the memory of the courageous women who spent several years in prison camps in Southeast Asia during World War II and helped each other endure an incredible hardship. May they never be forgotten. Thank you. And the third award for historical fiction and the winner of the monetary prize, In the Shadow of Victory.
J.E. Leak, Certifiably Creative, LLC.
I did prepare because I'm nervous AF, and so I'm just going to read it. Oh my goodness. Thank you to the GCS. Thank you. I want to thank my wife for her never-ending patience and support. I love you. You're everything to me. I want to thank my incredible editor, Pam Greer. You put your heart and soul into this project and not only made it better, you make me a better writer. To my fellow author and pal, Joe Havens, you know what you did, and I will be forever grateful. Abby Creighton, you are amazing. Thank you for your brilliant narration of this entire series. To my alpha, beta, and ARC readers, you are the best. And I could never thank you enough for the time and energy you put into not only this book, but the entire series. And to the readers, I can't even find the words for what it means to me that you took a chance on an unknown author and stuck with me through 4 books. Even after the emotional roller coaster of book 3, if you know, you know. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your kind words and encouragement and for falling in love with these characters and their journey. Thank you.
For this next one, I need to break out the fan. Sorry, wife. The presenter for erotic novels, Kristen Zimmer.
Somehow it feels like it tracks that I was chosen for this award. Okay, so the finalists for erotic novel. Principal Decisions, written by Thea Belmont, Ilva Publishing. Study You, written by Melissa Therese, GPC Publishing. And Voyeur, written by Nicole Pyland, Pyland Publishing, LLC. And the winner of the monetary prize, and the only winner, Principal Decisions, Thea Belmont, Ilva Publishing. Thea Belmont couldn't be here today, but she has some words for us. Thank you to everyone, especially to my publisher and editors who helped make this dream come true. More than anything, I want to shout out to Sage and Leslie, without whom have been my cheerleaders from day one. They listened and supported me in the crazy 2 a.m. hours when I asked if adding another sex scene would be too much. Love you both.
So following erotic novels seems like a good time to tell you something that you may have already noticed about my wife. We were getting mic'd up back there by August, thank you. And they were checking our mics just to make sure who had what number. We were informed that Maria is number 1 and I am number 2. And I just said that really resembles what our married life looks like. So without further ado, presenting science fiction fantasy, we have Kay Ayton and Chris Zett.
So Chris and I don't know if you know this, but in the realm of science fiction and fantasy, we have these awards covered from A to Z.
So these amazing authors allow us to travel from outer space to ancient China without ever leaving our bed.
And to shorten this up a little bit, we're going to read the finalists for science fiction and fantasy. Starting with Blood of the Basilisk, written by Molly J. Bragg, Desert Palm Press. The Blood Bride, written by Ray D. Magden, Desert Palm Press. Bloodborne Dragon, Book 1 of the Everland Cycle, written by J.C. Rycroft, Battle Warrior Press. Daughter of the Light, Book 1, Shadowmakers, written by Sylvia Shaw, self-published. The First Bright Thing, J.R. Dawson, Tor Publishing Group. In the Shadow of the Palace, written by Eliza Andrews, self-published.
Ink Stains and Ill-Fated Lies, written by Kelly Doherty, Desert Palm Press. Outcast, written by KJ, self-published. Rhapsody in Flames, written by Ryan Fletcher, self-published. A Talent Within, written by Suzanne Lenoir, Bold Strokes Books. Three Wishes, written by Anne Shade, Bold Strokes Books. The Water Outlaws, written by S.L. Wong, Tor Publishing Group.
Should we put them out of their misery?
Yeah.
All right. The first winner of science fiction and fantasy goes to The Blood Bride, Ray D. Magden, Desert Palm Press. Unfortunately, Ray cannot be here tonight, and she says, I am honored to receive this award, exclamation point. I would love to thank my Desert Palm Press family, my beloved spouse, Tori, and my cat, Indiana Jones, for their love and support. Now and forever, support trans rights.
So the second winner is Rhapsody in Flames, Ryan Fletcher, self-published. So Ryan can't be with us, and they left a note. Thank you, readers and voters, for giving me something I never thought I would achieve. It has been a long road lined with crumbled up post-it notes and pencils ground down to their last bits of graphite, and this is truly an astounding honor which humbles me greatly. Thank you for picking up this book, thank you for immersing yourself in this universe, and thank you for loving these characters as much as I do. I'm sorry for hurting them so much. That, I'm afraid, will probably continue. I wish I could have been present tonight, so please have a wonderful time in my stead. Thank you again from Glasgow.
The third winner in science fiction and fantasy, Outcast, KJ, self-published. KJ cannot be here tonight, but KJ writes, thank you to the GCLS for all your work within the community and with promoting Sapphic literature. Thank you to the readers who took the chance on a quirky little Australian portal fantasy story.
So, science fiction fantasy number 4. The First Bright Thing, J.R. Dawson, Tor Publishing Group.
Okay, well, that was a surprise, and I've never been this nervous except for my wedding day, so it's all good. Okay. When my wife bought me this dress 4 years ago, she said it was for my first award ceremony. This award is first and foremost for her. Jessie, oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. You are the reason this book exists and the reason why I am here. All of my stories are for you. My beautiful trapeze swinger, my heart, I love you. A massive thank you to GCLS for this opportunity. Shout out to Team Sparks led by Lindsay Hall back at tour. Thank you, Mom and Dad, who are watching this stream, even though I told you I would probably lose and you would not see me. And finally, I want to say that The First Bright Thing has a found family that was based on my own queer community back in Omaha, Nebraska. Due to hateful legislation in my home state, we were forced to flee and relocate here to the Twin Cities. Thank you to Minnesota for welcoming us into a safe home. I have one more sentence, I promise. And for all those who had to move as part of the silent queer migration, may all our broken hearts mend, and may they not forget us. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Congratulations. The fifth and final winner in science fiction and fantasy. Blood of the Basilisk, Molly J. Bragg, Desert Palm Press. GCLS accepts this award on their behalf. Thank you.
And to present the T. Corinne cover design, Ann Pace.
Good evening. Your stories are works of art, and they are elevated by your collaborators. Graphic artists, give us the first look into your stories. Here are the finalists for the T. Corinne Award. Along the Mystic River, designed by Lee's Gold Books. Conde, designed by Taylor Rose, Write with Light Publications. Consecrated Ground, designed by Anne McMahon, Treehouse Studio, by Water Books. Forget I Told You This, designed by July Zaid, Zero Street Fiction, University of Nebraska Press. A Long Time Dead, designed by Anne McMahon, Treehouse Studio, by Water Books. Magdalene Knox, designed by M. Schreiber, self-published. A Perfect Fit, designed by Tara Sullivan, self-published. These Thin Lines, designed by M. Schreiber, self-published. And the T. Corinne Award for Outstanding Cover Design goes to Along the Mystic River, Lee's Gold Books. Lee's Gold cannot be with us this evening. The GCLS accept this award on their behalf.
All of these awards are particularly exciting, but I am definitely very happy to announce the presenters for the debut novel, J.J. Hale and Anna Hartnett.
Woo! Debut novel.
Can you see me? The finalists for debut novel. The Bloodborne Dragon, Book 1 of the Everland Cycle, written by J.C. Rycroft, Battle Warrior Press. Broken Fences, written by Joe Hemmingwood, Bold Strokes Books. Clouded Waters, written by Diana Hunter, Holy Cow Press. Come Find Me in the Midnight Sun, written by Bailey Bridgewater, Bold Strokes Books. Consecrated Ground, written by Virginia Black, Bywater Books. The First Bright Thing, written by J.R. Dawson, Tor Publishing Group.
All right. The Flight Risk, written by Macon Lee, self-published. Here You Are, written by Joe Fletcher, Butterworth Books. Lies Are Forever, written by C. Jean Downer, Bella Books. Monster Sona, written by Chloe Spencer, Tiny Ghost Press. The Newtown Librarian, written by Kathy Anderson, 9 Star Press. Paper Daffodils, A Dawn and Rosie Adventure, written by Titania Tempest, Tanya Hunt. A Talent Within, written by Suzanne Lenore, Bold Strokes Books.
And our first winner is The First Bright Thing, J.R. Dawson, Tor Publishing Group.
I just wrote one speech because I didn't think I was going to get that. So thank you so much. You all are awesome.
All right, the second winner for debut novel is Clouded Waters, Diana Hunter, Holy Cow Press.
Well, I am among the lesser prepared, though I do confess to having a few thoughts ahead of time about this. And foremost, I just want to say how deeply grateful I am to be here. My friend Charlene Brown, I want to thank. She convinced me to come to this. She's been here many times. I'm a newbie, as well as a debut novelist on the precipice of 75. And I was reminded of how wonderful our state is. We're hosting many climate refugees now, as well as refugees who have been driven out of their own states by homophobia and gender bigotry. So I'm a Minnesotan from Duluth, and just want to welcome you all here and say, I love you people. Charlene told me you would be my people. You are. You've all been friendly, supportive, and warm. I thank you very much.
Our third winner for debut novel is Consecrated Ground, Virginia Black, from Bywater Books.
Hi. I too had exactly one speech prepared. I will try to keep it brief. You all know how difficult it is. I am, when extemporaneous, can harp on for a while. I want to thank Bywater. I want to thank GCLS. I want to thank all of you, but I want to give a quick shout out, and I'm going to try and make it through this without losing it. The number of authors in this room who have been absolutely supportive of my journey every step of the way, beginning with the folks at Bywater Books, everyone at that table. We are a very welcoming community. We love our own and we hold on to them, and there are quite a few authors in this room who have responded to obnoxious Facebook questions, to blatant tweets open on the internet, to cheering me up and making sure that I do a tequila shot before I walk into this room tonight. So I want to give a special shout out to Luke Dreamer and Carolyn Elizabeth and Melissa Braden and Georgia Beers and Ray Spangler and Aurora Ray and Anna Burke. And there are a whole bunch of you in here who need to be on that list. Chris Bryant, we'll talk later. You have no idea how much I love you and how much it means that you have all welcomed me. Thank you, I love you. Thank you.
All right, our next winner for a debut novel, Paper Daffodils, A Dawn and Rosy Adventure, Titania Tempest, Tanya Hunt. The GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
Our fifth and final winner for debut novel and the winner of the monetary prize, The Flight Risk, Macon Lee.
So I had negative speeches prepared. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, GCLS. Everything, it's about community. And I am so lucky to be a part of this community. And I'm so lucky to have found myself somehow in the incredible group of writers that I get to call my friends. And I just really want to take a minute to thank some of them, because I think without them, none of this really matters. But when I first started writing, I reached out to J.J. Arias, and I asked if she would mentor me and teach me, and she has become one of my dearest friends, and as my literal therapist calls her, my fairy god aunt. And so thank you, JJ, for making me a better person and a better writer. And then the incredible group of writers I get to hang out with, Anna. Read her books. I don't know if y'all have, but you should. Stephanie, Lauren, Morgan. Thank y'all for the support and the love. Jamie, Rosalind, Carey, y'all, thank you guys so much. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful to be a part of this community. Yeah, this is amazing. Thanks, guys.
Sorry. And now to introduce the Writing Academy graduates, the amazing Kimberly Cooper Griffin, and the quiet as a mouse, K.L. Gallagher.
Sorry, as we prepare up here, we have a lot of stuff going on. Yep. Welcome to the graduation of the Golden Crown Literary Society 2024 Writing Academy. I'm Kimberly Cooper Griffin, Director of Education of GCL's Board of Directors. I'm also a graduate of the Writing Academy. Go Class 2018.
While I am a graduate of the Writing Academy, this year I am the far less sexy version of one of our usual hosts for graduation, Finney and Burnett. I am KL Gallagher.
We miss you, Finn. We miss you, Tammy. Founded in 2014, the first class graduating in 2015, we are here to witness the 10th year of the Writing Academy students receiving their graduation certificates. 10 years ago, we started with one class covering a broad swath of writing knowledge from basic and advanced craft to marketing and promotion. So far, we have graduated 153 students. Since then, the Writing Academy has expanded. 2 years ago, we divided the Academy into Writing Academy 1, which covers basic craft, and Writing Academy 2, which covers advanced craft. I lost my place. Both classes contain elements of marketing and promotion. Starting next year, we will be launching Writing Academy 3. I'm sorry. We will have an entire class focusing on marketing and promotion. We have more in store in the coming years with plans for asynchronous learning, revamping and reigniting the virtual series, structured workshops, and more. I hope you're paying attention over here because we have a lot of people being listed over here. None of this could have been accomplished without the dedication and inspiration of our small but mighty Writing Academy staff. Thank you for all that you do to provide the current and future writers of Sapphic fiction with the tools, knowledge, and community that inspire them to create the stories that allows us all to see ourselves in the pages we read.
Please welcome the graduates of 2024's Writing Academy 1 who are in attendance tonight. Okay, so Maria has asked us all to behave, and now I'm actually going to ask you to enforce it. So please hold your applause until each student has been handed their certificate. Let's get started. Our first graduate is the wonderful Ann Hart. Do you want to be wonderful too? Beth Caldwell. Carla Elaine Johnson, otherwise known as Miss Ruby. Catherine Norman. Jen Fernandez. Liz Arncliffe. Livia Martinez. Mercedes Lewis. S.E. Smith. Sandy Hutchinson. This is a wonderfully large class. Storm Kaywood. A few more here. Susan Quackenbush. Terry Cutshaw. Finally, at least for those that are here, Riley West. Please give a hand to our graduates. Okay, so you're going to be a little bit surprised that Miss KL got one that kind of slid under there from Writing Academy 2, so you're going to give our last one another round of applause in the future. All right. These are the attendees, the graduates who could not make it this evening. Alex Alvarado. Lily Schwartz. Lashara Cooper. P. Rhapsody O'Brien. And finally, Rachel Maxwell. Please give our graduates a round of applause. Please welcome. Oh, okay, sorry. Wait, okay. Oh, yeah, we are, okay. Where are we? Okay. We owe a tremendous amount of gratitude for our Writing Academy 1 instructors who bring more than their expertise and enthusiasm to the writing classrooms. They stoke the fires of passion for writing. It is truly a labor of love, this talent you lend to the program. Thank you for all that you do. We're very grateful. We'd also like to thank the wonderful mentors who have graciously donated their time to mentor our students. They are some of the most well-known authors in our community, and we are privileged to have them share their wealth of knowledge and experience to our burgeoning authors. Please give them a round of applause. What would you like me to left? Where I was before. Okay. Please welcome the graduates of 2024's Writing Academy 2 who are in attendance tonight. Again, please hold your applause until each student has been handed their certificate. We also want to acknowledge the Writing Academy 2 graduates who are not in attendance tonight, but we will start with the ones that are in attendance. Alicia Gale. Beth Strauss. Claire Laura Dunier. D.A. Hartman. Kate Pringle. Melena Mackay. And Riley West. Again. All right. Thank you, everyone. Please give them a round of applause. Yeah, okay, there we go. The students that were not in attendance tonight: August van Stralen, Jane Ripley, Jen Alexander, who just had a baby, woo! Joan Denman, and Jules Revel. There we are. Again, we'd like to thank and acknowledge our Writing Academy 2 instructors, without whom none of this could be possible, I promise. And please give them a hand. We again need to thank the mentors of Writing Academy 2 for the inspirational work they do, and for the Writing Academy 2 students who get to work with these wonderful people. Their one-on-one time with our students inspire the love of the work that in ways that couldn't ever be done without them. Thank you so much for what you do. Now it's time for us to extend our vision toward the upcoming class of 2025. Each year, as we welcome the students of Writing Academy 1, 2, and now 3, we have the great privilege to offer tuition scholarships to a few students who have demonstrated a certain aspect or talent that makes them eligible for consideration for one of our 5 scholarships.
These scholarships are generous gifts from members of our community. We can't thank them enough for these, we can't thank these kind donors enough for their support. Your generosity goes a long way in helping the GCLS Writing Academy to uphold the Golden Crown Literary Society's mission of expanding the visibility and quality of Sapphic fiction.
The recipients of the 2025 scholarships are
Rhapsody O'Brien, who has been awarded the Sandra Moran Scholarship. The Sandra Moran Scholarship is awarded each year to one student of the GCLS Writing Academy, and the chosen recipient receives one full tuition to the GCLS Writing Academy, including individual one-on-one mentoring with a well-established writer.
the wonderful Mercedes Lewis has been awarded the Bridge Builder Scholarship. This scholarship is offered to a writer of color who shows talent and drive in creating women-loving women and sappically aligned non-binary literature. The chosen recipient receives one full tuition to the GCLS Writing Academy, including individual one-on-one mentoring with a well-established author.
Lugera Cooper has been awarded the Erica Abbott Scholarship. The Erica Abbott Mystery Writer Scholarship is awarded each year to one student of the GCLS Writing Academy whose intention is to write in the mystery genre. Again, the chosen recipient receives one full tuition to the GCLS Writing Academy, including one-on-one mentoring with a well-established writer.
Jude Emka has been awarded the Next Generation Scholarship. Round of applause. The Next Generation Scholarship is awarded each year to one student of the GCLS Writing Academy who is under the age of 25. The chosen recipients will receive one full tuition to the GCLS Writing Academy, including individual one-on-one mentoring with one well-established author.
And Duck Dow, who has been awarded the International Scholarship. The International Scholarship is new this year and is awarded each year to one student of the GCLS Writing Academy who is a non-U.S. citizen who lives outside of the U.S. The chosen recipient receives one full tuition to the GCLS Writing Academy, including individual one-on-one mentoring with a well-established writer. We'd like to thank the GCLS community. That's all of you.
Give yourself a hand.
Yes. For your undying support of the Writing Academy. Everyone here can be proud of the effects you are making toward promoting the visibility and quality of Sapphic fiction. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I do want to thank you all so much for being polite and holding your applause. I was sincerely worried that Maria was going to come out here and crack the whip, and oh my God, you would have one less MC around. Anyway, to present the Ann Bannon Popular Choice, we do have Karen Callmaker, Abby Craden, and Melena McSky.
This award is named for the incomparable Ann Bannon, the elder upon whose shoulders we all stand, who dreamed of and wrote for the first time stories of odd girls out who lived to see the end of their stories.
And the finalists in the Ann Bannon Popular Choice Awards are The Apple Diary, Jerry Hill, Bella Books. Behind the Scenes, Corelia Stes Waters, Forever. Chaos Agent, Lee Winter, Ilva Publishing. Cherish, Chris Bryant, Bold Strokes Books. Consecrated Ground, Virginia Black. Going for a head trick there. Bywater Books, Devil's Slide, Stacy Lynn Miller, Bella Books. The Flight Risk, another potential hat trick. Macon Lee, self-published. In the Shadow of Victory, G. League, Certifiably Creative LLC. Leverage, Book 2 in the Halcyon Division series, E.J. Noyce, Bella Books. Love Among the Ruins, Catherine Myrisi, Bella Books. Meeting Millie, Claire Ashton, self-published. The Memories of Marley Rose, Morgan Lee Miller, Bold Strokes Books.
The No Kiss Contract, written by Nan Campbell, Bold Strokes Books. On the Same Page, written by Haley Cass, self-published. Outcast, written by KJ, self-published. Playing with Matches, written by Georgia Beers, Bold Strokes Books. Rhapsody in Flames, written by Ryan Fletcher, self-published. Say Their Names by Karen D. Badger, Badger Bliss Books.
I'm so glad you're pacing yourselves on your woos. Seeking Approval, written by Rachel Spangler, Brisk Press. Stars Collide, written by Rachel Lacey, Montlake. Starting Over, written by Nance Sparks, Bold Strokes Books. Study You, written by Melissa Therese, GPC Publishing. A Tiger in Suburbia, written by Anna Waywood, self-published. Transitory, written by J.M. Redman, Bold Strokes Books. A Woman's Guide to Search and Rescue, written by Carol Moore, Riverbed Press.
You all need to do those. Ann Bannon Popular Choice Award, bronze, goes to On the Same Page, Haley Cass, self-published.
My apologies, this was a last-minute submission, and Haley does have some words to give. And also, I do want to apologize, it is Milena Mackay, I misspoke. Haley says, I so wish I could have been there tonight. Thank you so incredibly much to everyone that has made this book possible. Monica, my wife and best friend, who supports me in everything, even in my chaotic late-night writing process. To my patrons, who inspired me to write this Riley and Gianna love story, and to every single reader, because at the core of who I am as a writer, I write for you. Thank you. Oh, my apologies. Sorry. I've only done this once before. Right now. Specifically, for On the Same Page, this win is for every Sapphic woman that has fallen for your best friend. Thank you.
The Ann Bannon Popular Choice Award, Silver, goes to Meeting Millie, Claire Ashton, self-published. The GCLS accepts this award on their behalf.
And the Ann Bannon Popular Choice Award, Gold, goes to Chaos Agent by Lee Winter, Ilva Publishing. Lee has sent us some words. Thanks so much. So here's what happened. I wrote a villain everyone loathed with the passion of 1,000 dying suns, which is fair because she made a beloved ice queen. Sorry, that was so Freudian. A beloved ice queen cry. Then I thought, hey, know what would be cool? Redeeming the villain. I feared no one would want to read that, though. Now my mind is blown that I not only redeemed Michelle Hastings, but that Chaos Agent was popular enough to win the Ann Bannon Gold, I'm going to add. Mind blown. I can't tell you how much I love that you loved her, too. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And to present the Lee Lynch Classic Award, please welcome Betsy Carswell.
Y'all, what a night. Catherine V. Forrest was kind enough to craft this introduction. I thank her for these words to present to this year's Lee Lynch Classic. I live in the desert of the heart. So says a yearning Evelyn Hall to bold, seemingly forbidden young Anne Childs in Jane Rule's timeless depiction of two women in 1959 Reno, Nevada. 1959, a desert of the heart for those who lived at that time in that patriarchal world. Many of us here tonight lived in a desert of the heart in 1964 when Jane Rule finally managed to publish her first novel after it was rejected by 22 American publishers. At a time when lesbian identity was universally condemned as perversion, Jane Rule chose not to hide herself behind a pseudonym and laid her academic career on the line to write the truth of our lives. One of the many reasons why she is a lodestar in our constellation of GCLS trailblazers. She defines trailblazer in every dimension of the term. If it's hard today to imagine the seismic impact of her groundbreaking novel back in the day when our literature was, and as arid a landscape as the desert around Reno, we all reverberated with that impact when Desert Hearts, based on the novel, materialized in glorious imagery on our movie screens in 1985. In the novel, Evelyn says to Anne, "I can't help loving you, your wild, inaccurate emotions, your bizarre innocence, your angry sense of responsibility, your wrong-headed wit, your cockeyed joy, your cowboy boots, your absolutely magnificent body, your incredible eyes. I can't help it. I don't know how anyone could." And none of us could. With Anne Childs transformed into Kay Rivers, we all fell in love with the gorgeous Patricia Charbonneau, playing bold as brass Kay, and we loved classy Helen Shaver as the soon-to-be no longer uptight university professor Vivian Bell, who falls under her spell. None of us had ever before seen so delicious and lengthy a lesbian love scene like the one producer-director Donna Deach brought to our disbelieving, joyful eyes when Vivian finally succumbs. So it can be truly said that every Sapphic person in this room tonight is the beneficiary of both a classic film and its classic pioneering novel. Desert of the Heart is the enduring legacy of a great and courageous writer who brought us images of what was possible in a novel that lighted our way to be the best of ourselves, to live the truth of our lives. It's my privilege to present and to celebrate this year's Lee Lynch Classic Award winner, Desert of the Heart by Jane Rule. Jane Rule passed away in 2007, and we will send this award to Allison Rule Walker, Jane's niece and executor of her estate. I sent Allison a link to tonight's ceremony, and she responded, "My mother, Jane's sister, and I will love watching this later in the month when she comes to stay with us in a few weeks. Please pass along our appreciation on behalf of my aunt's estate and her family for this recognition. We all remember her with great fondness for her love, mentoring, and leadership in the family and the LGBTQ community, which is especially meaningful to me and my wife." And now I'm going to present the Trailblazer Award for 2024. For this year's Trailblazer Award, I have been asked as president of our organization to represent all previous GCLS Trailblazers in presenting their choice of recipient. Because never has there been a year when a writer and her pioneering work have been more historically relevant to our organization of readers and writers, or more meaningful to our community nationwide. That trailblazer is Leslia Newman. As we all know, her Lynch Classic Award-winning book, Heather Has Two Mommies, published in 1989, was designed for the children of lesbian and gay parents to find reflections of themselves and their families in print. It ignited a firestorm of condemnation over the story's assumption that our formation of family was not only legitimate, but rightfully extended into parenthood. In an act without precedent for any book published in America, the work was read in its entirety into the congressional record in an outraged call for its censorship. And so it was that Leslia Newman found herself on a national stage and in the very forefront of LGBTQ+ activism, where she rose to every challenge with determination, where she answered all the would-be censors with a personal grace and a powerful eloquence of language, propelled by her profound understanding and stated conviction that censorship of our books can only lead to censorship of our lives. The national exposure for her pioneering, groundbreaking book has inspired a procession of books across a wide spectrum of LGBTQ+ family groups, with the common denominator of portraying a nurturing acceptance and love. Books that today are under nationwide attack, the same attacks by the same cast of bigots, supremacists, misogynists, and homophobes as yesteryear. On October 12, 1998, during an appearance in Laramie, Wyoming, Leslia Newman found herself once again at the epicenter of a national conflagration. That was the day 21-year-old Matthew Shepard died. This gay brother of ours had been kidnapped, held for hours of torture, hung up alive on a split-rail fence in near freezing temperatures for 18 hours, and lived 6 more days in a coma. To this day, Leslia Newman shares her grief for Matthew Shepard under the spotlight of 2 powerful, enduring poetic works, October Morning, a song for Matthew Shepard, a Stonewall Honor book, and Forever Matt, a universally praised work of elegiac beauty. In the 26 years since the obscenity of his death, since the obscenity of murders who compounded their atrocity with an unsuccessful attempt to plead justifiable homicide, Matthew Shepard remains tragically relevant today. The end result of the hatred heedlessly propagated by leaders in this country. Leslia Newman is a novelist, poet, essayist, who has opened the hearts and minds of our LGBTQ families and our allies, all the while proudly integrating her lesbian identity with her Jewish faith and culture. She's received poetry fellowships from the National Endowment for the Arts and the Massachusetts Artists Foundation. Her presence has been felt across a spectrum of books that are a model of inclusion in celebrating the breadth of our communities, books that focus on these most needful of finding positive reflections of themselves in print. Her awe-inspiring body of award-winning works extends across 85 published books, which have won honors and accolades. Her productivity, especially in the field of children's literature, has landed her on Book Riot's list of the 12 most prolific authors of all time. During this period of history, when America has cycled around to another era of certain politicians and their enablers empowering and encouraging divisiveness, the Golden Crown Literary Society is proud to recognize an extraordinary writer for an unsurpassed body of work produced in a crucible of conflict. Our organization shares her belief that indeed, censorship of our books leads to the censorship of our lives. We share her proclamation that we all have a right to be seen, witnessed, and safe in the world. We are indeed many voices, one community. Our perspectives may, often do, differ, and we all deserve to exist in the fullness of our identities. All of us must do what we can, where we can, however we can, to face head-on the irrational hatred and attempted dehumanization of our existence. For her wealth of contributions to our LGBTQ world, it is my absolute privilege to present the award to a most exemplary pioneer and trailblazer, Leslie Ann Newman.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I wish each one of you could come up here and look out and see this sea of beauty that is before me. So, you know, I spent a long time figuring out my outfit, and then you have this podium so you can't see it. So I'm going to stand here for a minute, okay? And please, now the shoes are particularly important because I almost didn't get to make this trip because I was at a writing conference last week, and they lost my luggage. I know. So this week, I said, I'm putting this outfit in my carry-on, okay? So my carry-on was pulled aside, and I was pulled aside, and they said, do you have anything dangerous in your carry-on? And I said, no. And they pulled it apart, and they looked at those shoes for a long time. Danger. Femmes can be dangerous in the best way possible, right? Okay. So when I got an email from Betsy, she said, you know, would you consider coming? And I thought, why wouldn't I come for this? My godmother, my beloved Aunt Phyllis, said the hard times in life are guaranteed. You have to create the joyful times. Right? So I take that to heart, and, you know, there's so much joy and love in this room. I will carry it with me for a long time. So I am so incredibly honored to receive the Golden Crown Literary Society Trailblazer Award, following in the footsteps of so many writers I so deeply admire. Now, some of us are old enough to remember the tradition during the AIDS crisis of calling out the names. So I want to call out the names of the trailblazers who came before me, not in mourning, but in celebration. Anne Bannon, Sarah Aldridge, Jane Rule, Catherine Forrest, Lee Lynch, Ellen Hart, Karen Kalmaker, who's here, Marianne Martin, Mary Jane Meeker, Judy Gran, Joan Nessel, Jewel Gomez, Lillian Faderman, Dorothy Allison, Sandra Scapatone, Barbara Wilson, Pat Parker, Alana Dykewoman, and Allison Bechtel. To add my name to that list of luminaries really means more to me than words can say.
So I have to thank a bunch of people, and then I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to give you something to take home with you. So first of all, thank you to the members of the committee who made the decision to give me this award, to everyone at GCLS, especially Betsy, and our beloved general, who worked so hard to keep this organization going and to put on this conference, which is not an easy thing to do. Thank you to the brave feminist editors who published me way back at the start of my career, so we're going back 40 years. Nancy Bariano of Firebrand Books, who published my first novel, Good Enough to Eat, in 1986, and my first book of short stories, A Letter to Harvey Milk, in 1988. Thank you to Irene Reddy of Her Books, who published my first poetry collection, Love Me Like You Mean It, in 1987. Thank you to Sylvia Gover of In Other Words Publishing, who published Heather Has Two Mommies in 1989. Thank you to Claudia McKay and Beth Dingham for publishing short story collections, including Secrets and Every Woman's Dream. And thank you to Len Barrett of Bold Stroke Books for publishing my novel, The Reluctant Daughter. Thank you to the brave women who opened the feminist bookstores. Some of you might remember Women and Children First. Amazon Bookstore, the original Amazon in Minneapolis, right? Bloodroot, Cherish, Bookwoman, Roomba One's Own, New Words, and so many others. Thank you to my amazing agent, Elizabeth Harding, with whom I've worked since 1999. Thank you to every single person who has bought, taken out of the library, borrowed, or stolen one of my books. And of course, thank you to the butch of my dreams, Mary Grace Newman Vasquez, who has been by my side for 36 years and counting, and who, whenever I was tempted to give up on writing and get a job, said, "You have a job. Now go get to work." So it takes a village, or in my case, a large city to get the writing done. So I'm going to tell you my coming out story, but don't get too excited because it's not X-rated. I didn't come out because I fell in love or even lust. I came out through my writing. So here's the story. One day I was standing at a bus stop in Amherst, Massachusetts, and a woman came up to me and said, "Could you pretend we're friends and talk to me because that guy is bothering me?" And she pointed kind of vaguely over there. And always eager to help out a sister, of course I said yes. And to this day, I don't know if a man was really bothering her or she was trying to pick me up. But nevertheless, we got on the bus together, we talked, and it turned out we had a lot in common. So both of us were from New York, both of us were Jewish, and both of us were poets. And she told me she was having a party that Friday night, and women were going to come and read their poems, and I should come and read some of my poems. So, okay. So in this point in my life, I was 27. I knew I wasn't interested in men, but I didn't know there was another option, so I just thought I was fated to be alone and miserable for my entire life. So I went to the party. I noticed all the guests were women, and somehow I figured out they were lesbians. So they were like kind of draped all over each other like kittens, you know. Somebody had their head in somebody else's lap, somebody was braiding somebody's hair, somebody was massaging somebody's feet. And then also at one point in the evening, we all took off our shoes and socks and made a circle of our feet and compared our toes. And I thought, okay, seemed like, when I look about it in hindsight, that's kind of a lesbian thing to do. And then, some of the women started reading their poems, and they were kind of steamy. So then it was my turn to read, and I held my pages, my hands were shaking, but I managed to read my work, and the women in that room responded in such a kind, loving, enthusiastic, supportive, encouraging way. I just said, these are my people. This is my tribe. They know me, they get me, and that's how I came out, and I never looked back. So of course, the next thing I did was I went to the bookstore. So this was 1983, and we were really lucky in Northampton. We had a woman's bookstore, Woman Fire. And so there, in the stacks, I finally found my first girlfriend, Bebo Brinker, with whom I spent a very hot summer. But then eventually, I did find an actual girlfriend, flesh and blood, and my book started getting published, and I am so lucky to live the literary lesbian life. It's the joy of my life, and what does it consist of? My writing process has not changed in 40 years. I sit on my writing couch, I pick up a notebook and a pen, yep, still write with a pen. My cat curls next to me, unfortunately not the same cat as when I started 40 years ago. There have been many cats. So what I do is I think of every word in the English language, and I eliminate all of them except one, and I put that word down. Then I think of all the words in the English language, I limit them, and I put another word down, and I do this over and over and over, right, until I have a sentence, a paragraph, or a verse, a page, and that eventually, hopefully, I have an essay, a short story, a poem, a children's book, or whatever. And so this is what I do every day. And so the gift that I want to give you is I thought about all the words in the English language, and I eliminated them all but one word that I wanted to give you. And that word is courage. So we are living in a rough time, and all of us need and have courage. It takes courage to come out. It takes courage to live an authentic life. It takes courage to write about our lives. It takes courage to read about our lives. It takes courage to come together and support each other. It takes courage to have conversations, which may include agreements and disagreements. It takes courage to fall in love. It takes courage to have deep friendships. It takes courage to be part of a community. It takes courage to stand up for ourselves. It takes courage to stand up for others. It takes courage to fight for our rights. And most of all, it takes courage to love ourselves. So I encourage you to have courage. We need each other now more than ever. It's a hard time. Hard times are coming. But I will make a promise to you, which is that I will continue to summon up all the courage I have to keep writing books about our lives, and I will have the courage to continue to defend those books wherever and whenever they are challenged. Thank you all for this honor, for being here, for your support and kindness and love, and for all the important work you do to make the world a better place through your stories. Thank you.
All right, everybody. You made it through almost 2.5 hours of this wonderful event that honors all of you. Thank you for sitting through that and all the controlled whoop-whoops. That was awesome. We want to send a special thanks to the GCLS board for inviting Laura and I to host this event. Thank you to Susan and Karen for being the keepers of the awards. They did such an amazing job. To our awards administrators, Alicia and Caitlin, thank you so much. We also want to thank Bridget for a spectacular job of being the conference director. We also want to thank Madeline and Anna, our amazing photographers, for the whole event. And Leslie already said this, but we also want to thank Judy, the general, for keeping us in line and taking care of us. To all the presenters and volunteers, thank you to all of you for being the reason why we are gathered here tonight. Next year's conference will be in Albany, New York in 2025. We hope to see you there. And now it is time to party!
Oh, wow. It was amazing, amazing.